Yo, 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 this your boy Larry, and I'm chilling and vibing with pro wrestler, the real and raw, August Artois. What's going on, man?
It's me. I woke up this morning, so I'm doing a lot better than a lot of people. And on top of that, my career is going fucking great, so I'm doing a lot better than a lot of people. How about you, my friend?
Hey, man, I'm just chilling and
Chilling
vibing.
and vibing.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Hey, I appreciate you for coming on the podcast, man. I know you're a very, very, very busy person.
Well, yeah, man, I'll be honest with you. When you sent the invite, when I opened my email, I had 5 invites for podcasts. I denied 4 of them, and I accepted 1 of them. Here I am.
Dang, man, I feel special. Hey,
You are
we just chilling and vibing, man.
chilling and vibing.
So, tell me about the story, man. How it all started, man. From childhood. Where you from?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised, and it all started with being blessed with an older brother, and he was into wrestling. By the time I gained my conscience around the age of 5, I started remembering that he's the one that got me into wrestling when I was a kid, and we loved wrestling. You know, if you're familiar with the Attitude Era, all the way up until the Attitude Era. Then I stopped watching for a long time, but I absolutely loved professional wrestling, the outlet it had, the art form it was. And then I always thought to myself, like, this is going to be the hardest business to ever break into. So even when I got older and I thought maybe I could, I was like, nah, man, that's a hard business to break into. This has been one of the easiest things I've ever done in my fucking life. I'm standing on top of the mountain after 46 months of doing this shit. And that's the story, man. I started off liking wrestling. I didn't watch it for a very long time. Like, I don't know the names of moves. I don't know the history of, like, championships. And it really pisses people off, but I don't give a fuck. I'm the fucking man, and that's what's going on now.
So, growing up, who was your favorite wrestler?
Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold. Well, I mean, if I had to say like multiple, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, those, and you could kind of tell by my personality and how I am in the ring that those 3 were my favorite. But if I had to pick one, Shawn Michaels, absolute fucking superstar. Inside, outside the ring, just he was always such an idol to me growing up. And even when I found out that he was a druggy fucking alcoholic, I started liking him more. Like, fuck, if you can get fucked up and go out there and still be the fucking man, blow me.
Yeah. So, like, man, I saw you. I saw you was on SmackDown, Raw. Like, how did that come about?
Uh, my coach, God rest his soul, Francisco Chiazzo, actually put my name in the hat, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to be an extra?" And I was like, "What the fuck's an extra?" And he started showing me like all these guys that are signed now. He started showing me, he's like, "Well, this guy was an extra back then. This guy was an extra. Usually they're security guards. Extra pieces in the puzzle of Raw or SmackDown. There's nurses, doctors, security. My brother was like a ninja with Tozawa and stuff. So when I first got brought in, I was a security guard with working for Vince McMahon, like personally for Vince McMahon to get Retribution out of the building. The second time I was actually Retribution, wearing the mask, and I was the one in the ring. We beat up Keith Lee, Drew McIntyre, and somebody else. And then I was on WrestleMania 37. I was the last bunny rabbit on the left that came out with the Miz. What else was I? Oh, I was on NXT Takeover 31 as well. They paid us all to be extras because it was around COVID. So they paid us to sit in the front row and fucking smash the walls and cheer for the. So we got paid a good amount to do that too. And at the time, like I was a fan of NXT, so I was fucking like, yeah, this is Aleister Black, fucking Johnny Gargano, like Velveteen Dream at the time. I was like, this is fucking awesome. So yeah, that's how they got me in. And but after that happened, I'm not gonna lie. After that happened, I did Raw, I did SmackDown, I did WrestleMania, I did NXT Takeover, and then about 3 weeks later, me and my brother both got a call back to do NXT, whatever the fucking show is. At the time it was on Wednesday nights, and I told my brother, I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to because I know people that are extras almost every week on Raw, SmackDown, AEW, Ring of Honor, and they're sucked into that like forever extra. Because like as once you're noticed as like, oh, it's that guy again, like it's gonna be fucking hard for you to break out of that mold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean that's just my outlook on it. And since I've stopped doing it, I still have those pictures and stuff that certain promoters would be like, oh my God, he was on Raw and SmackDown. Oh my God, he's a superstar. Oh my God. But then there's those promoters that they don't give a fuck about that shit, and I don't give a fuck about that shit. So, I mean, 90% of my bookings come from me being me. The 10% come from, oh my God, he's an extra on SmackDown.
So, who was your toughest opponent?
Myself. And that's before I even became a wrestler. We won't get too into it, but yeah, myself, man. Like I said, like I knew I had what it takes to be a professional wrestler. I knew I had in ring, on the mic. I knew I had it, but obviously the reason I didn't start doing this sooner was me. So I'd say my hardest opponent has always been me. Like before I hit the curtain, I'm sitting there in my head like, oh man, don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up, don't do like I'm my worst enemy. So that's why like when I meet, people might be like, hey man, I didn't mean to piss you off. Like, oh, you didn't piss me off. Trust me, I pissed me off. I let me down. Nobody can. I do. I'm my biggest fucking. That was a good question. That was an even better answer. But let me say something real quick. We look like fucking twins right now. Literally. The only thing difference between us is you're wearing a short sleeve shirt and I'm wearing a tank top. That's the only difference.
Oh yeah, got the beard, the shade.
The backwards hat. We rock.
Yeah, hey, we chilling and vibing. So next time you have your next match, after you win, you be like, "Hey man, I'm just chilling and vibing." Throw the shades on though.
August Artois, you just successfully defended your World Heavyweight Championship. Tell me, how do you feel? Shit, brother, I'm just chilling and vibing. And we're going to Disneyland.
How does it feel being the champ, man?
Oh, dude, it feels great. It really does, because when I first started wrestling, like when I first started in this business, I started in the company that I'm champion of now, and it's the biggest company. Like when I first moved down here, I was like, who's the biggest company? Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, fucking Adam Cole, all these guys that are in NXT at the time, now, they all just came from WWN. So I'm going to go to WWN and train. So when I got there, I thought WWN Proving Ground every Tuesday, I thought that was the show. Then they're like, no, once a month we have FIP. I was like, what's FIP? And the locker room was like, you don't know what FIP is? I've been watching FIP since I was 8 years old. CM Punk, fucking, who else? Bryan Danielson, fucking Austin Theory, fucking, I forget these fucking, Roderick Strong, fucking, all these guys. All these guys have held this title in this company, and some of the biggest fucking names, all the names you see on TV right now, wrestled or wanted to wrestle in FIP or Evolve. At the time, we sold Evolve to WWE for all the footage and shit. You can find it on the network. But once I found out about that fucking FIP, I was like, fuck Proving Ground. I want to be a big dog. And they're like, dude, you've been training for like fucking 2 weeks. You haven't even had your first match yet. I was like, I don't give a fuck. That title is going to be my fucking title. And fast forward, I think it was like 3 years, and that fucking title's mine. And since then, like I said, Bryan Danielson, fucking Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, all the Homicide, all these fucking guys have held this fucking title. And since all these guys, like, and that's the reason it's a big deal. But the last like 3, 4, 5 guys that have had it before me did fuck all with it. They let it sit on their fucking bedroom floor. They never did a fucking thing. They never took a picture with it, a video. They never let that fucking title know, hey baby, I love you. You're fucking special. It's like that fucking, you ever seen those movies where the fucking, everyone thinks the girl's the problem, but the guy's the problem. Once she leaves the guy that's the fucking problem, she fucking soars and she's beautiful and thriving. I'm the fucking new guy. And I made her realize she's fucking beautiful. She's special. I've taken her to France, Turkey. I fucking have taken her to Thailand. I've taken her to Puerto Rico. I've been all over the fucking UK, Scotland, fucking England, all over with her. Ah, yeah. She's over there on the couch right now. I love you, baby. She's sleeping right now. She's had a rough day. But yeah, man, like, I feel so fucking good. And like when I walk through the fucking airport, when I first started, people were like, I'd bring the title out and they're like, oh, you're a fucking mark for yourself. No, you cocksucker. I'm a goddamn company man. When I walk through that fucking airport and they go, goddamn, who's that? And I have my little business cards, I'm August Artois. And they look at August Artois and they go to FIP. Next thing you know, they're subscribing to the channel. Suck my fucking dick. And this is the reason why when I announce that I'm going to the UK, I'm fucking booked. There is no fucking, please book me. Please, I'm coming. I'm solidified there. Now, fucking 140 days, I'm going back to Thailand. I've already been there. Now I'm going back. So with a lot of these guys, like they'll be happy going somewhere and wrestling somewhere, but they're never fucking invited back. I'm on my 4th fucking time in Puerto Rico. I'm on my 3rd trip to the UK, twice to go to Thailand, and then that's just out of the country. And then in the country, I'm booked in 13 states, and 4 of them I'm consistently booked, and it's because promoters go, this fucking guy cares. This guy cares not only about himself, because I got an original theme song, my fucking gear screams August Artois. I show up early, last motherfucker to leave. But on top of that, you can't stop me from. You have to put a bullet through my fucking head to stop me from cutting a promo, from cutting multiple promos, from promoting the fucking show. If I'm booked in Washington, I live in Florida. I'm going on Facebook and I'm going things to do in Washington, joining that group, and then I'm gonna share the flyer until they fucking kick me out of the group. And I know for a fact, dude, it's happened. People go, hey man, I seen you on fucking Facebook, Timothy August Felger. Oh yeah, shut the fuck up, don't say my real name. But that's how I fucking get brought back. And then on top of that, Larry, on top of that, once they fucking release the match graphics, they release 8 matches. I switch into my radio voice, and then I do a voiceover. Tonight, this date, we have this show with this guy versus this guy. And the promoter goes, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm booking this guy every time. You know what? Let's put a fucking title on him. Let's see what he does with it. Oh my God, he took it across the fucking world. Dude.
That's what's up.
I'm inevitable. And I made it that way. Nobody fucking helped me. Nobody gave me the blueprint. It's people ask me like, how are you so successful? Because this is a fucking job. This isn't a fucking hobby. This isn't Wednesday night bowling. Yeah, well, I gotta go grab my bowling. Honey, I'm going to bowl with the boys tonight. And that's how a lot of guys treat this business. I don't. Every single fucking second of every fucking day, I'm thinking about professional wrestling.
That's what's up, man. And that's how you got to do it. You got to advertise. If you don't advertise yourself and promote your business as a business, nobody ain't gonna do it better than you.
It's the same thing I did when I was signed to the metal band, dude. Like we were always out flyering. If we weren't flyering, we were on MySpace.com sharing all our fucking shit. Like, and if not there, we were always talking about our fucking band and our music. And a lot of guys in this business, they'll have one grizzled, fucking ungrateful veteran go, hey man, you're a mark. And they'll go, oh, I don't want to be made fun of again. Fuck that cocksucker. He wishes he was doing what you were doing. And it happened to me so many times. Some veterans would be like, hey man, you might want to dial it back a bit. You might want to stop doing this. No. If I wasn't getting booked and not making three fucking digit rates, then I'd be like, this guy's probably right. But I'm doing very well. I'm very successful in 46 months of doing it. All around the world, all around the country, multiple fucking titles. Fucking, I'm in music videos. I'm in fucking side quests. I've done it all at just this short amount of time. So anybody who tells anybody doing successfully, dial it back or maybe change some things up, they want you to fail.
So what instrument you played in the band?
I was a lead singer. That was a dumb question.
How long on the...
But then me and my brother used to rap too, and we were a group. I was Massacre. That's what the Massacre is on the chest for. Mass and Bro, because he's my bro. Mass and Bro, and we were actually the hottest hip hop duo in Tampa. I think it was 2012. I got bars for.
Y'all had the band. So how long y'all had the band? Yeah. How long the band was?
Hold on. It said resume recording. Now we're resume recording. Ask me again.
How long was the band together?
We started when we were 16, and then I was actually the first one out, believe it or not, at 18 years old. And I think the band actually, Forever in Terror, I think the band is still around, but there's no original members left. So
where did y'all travel? Like, perform?
When?
I say where?
Oh, shit, dude. We went to 48 states. Actually, I think I got the fucking... No, I was in the garage right now. There's the newspaper article, high school students strike gold, and it's a whole full article about us, about, 16... Our guitarist just turned 17 when we hit tour, but we were offered Roadrunner Records, Universal Records, and Metal Blade Records. Universal and Roadrunner wanted us to change some things up. They wanted us to wear tight jeans and pull our hair down and be different. We didn't want that, so we went with Metal Blade Records. And then we toured 48 states. The only states that we didn't get to were Hawaii and Alaska. So we were actually late coming back from our sophomore to junior year. We were actually 3 months late to our junior year because we were still on tour.
Oh wow. Hey, that's cool to hear.
That tour itself, that's a whole other podcast. I got stories for fucking days.
Yeah. So I see you got your own alcohol too, man. How did that come about?
Uh, well, it's temporary right now, like we discussed beforehand. But basically, there's some shows I go to where, it's obviously it's 80% fucking adults, and maybe the company might sell beer, they might sell shitty beer, they might not sell anything at all. So come to my fucking table. That bottle probably costs like $25. I'm gonna pour little tiny shots for $5 a piece, and you guys are gonna pay for my next fucking vacation. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And if it's something people like, we'll go with it more. But I'm thinking about doing fucking hot sauce next. I might do fucking lotion. We're gonna be selling cookies, August Artois cookies, at my fucking next. I'm all about the money. And this is, like I said before, this is a fucking business.
It is. I agree, man. So if somebody will want to follow you on your socials, how can they reach you?
August Artois, AUGUSTARTOIS. I'm not gonna give my fucking handles because that's fucking stupid. If you type in August Artois, I'm gonna pop up. It's gonna look a lot like this guy right here, but some of them have blood on them, some of them don't. They're both me.
So what advice would you give, somebody who want to get into the wrestling business? What would you tell them?
Go find something better to do. I'm not even joking either, because like people are like, hey, well, what advice do you have to someone new? I'm like, what? Why? What do you mean why? Oh, it's been my dream since I was a kid to be a wrestler. If that's your fucking answer, get the fuck out of here, because this shit fucking hurts. This shit, like, my fucking forehead is completely changed over the months of wrestling. You're literally destroying your body for most people, very minimal money. For most people, you don't even leave your fucking state. You wrestle in front of the same fucking people for however long you decide to try to do this. My story is very rare. Very, very fucking. I mean, I'm friends with guys, really good friends with guys that have been doing this for 20 years. And they're like, August, how do you get paid so much? How do you fucking get them to pay for your flights and your hotels? I don't. They fucking hit me up, and that's what they offer me because I'm a fucking star. And I feel bad for some of these guys because some of them are really fucking trying hard. But then they hit me up and they're like, how do you get to the UK? And I got to answer them like an asshole and say, a plane, dumbass. How do I get to the UK? Because they need me there. How do I get to Thailand? Because they need me there. They don't want me there. Because the thing is, like, a lot of these guys, they want to go to the UK. The UK doesn't want them there. What do you offer the fucking UK? Nothing. So my best advice to anybody, go try to find something that you can, like, be good at, and you're not fucking blowing your knees out and your elbow, and your mental health is all fucked up, and you're ruining your brain and shit, and you're making little money, and you're snorting coke off of some hooker's ass in a Thailand bathroom. Yeah, go find something better to do. And then if all else fails, come be a fucking professional wrestler.
Hey, the real and raw August Artois, I appreciate you for coming on, man. But I know you got to get back to training. So before we go, let everybody know what we're doing.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't fucking train. I'm just godly gifted. But as soon as we get off here, and as soon as I'm on here, and because I'm on here, but when I get off here, and what we're doing here is chilling and vibing.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, brother.